My name is Barry Sanborn, and I don't clean pee out of carpet. Right. But I know a guy named Taylor who can help you with that for sure. So, I'm Barry Sanborn with Sanborn Financial Coaching. I want to start by thanking everyone in the room for your help in promoting the business. I'm a one-man business, and 2023 was my best year, so thank you all so much for helping with that. And I want to explain a little more about what particularly I do and help you with any questions you may have, and definitely have several things to get feedback on from you to improve what I do as well. So I help people make better day-to-day decisions with their money. This is nothing to do with investments. It's day-to-day decisions, what's going on in the household, bills getting paid, things to prioritize. That's what I'm helping the individual or the couple with when I meet with them. The day-to-day decisions. Where does our money go? Where would we like it to go? It's done through 1-hour coaching sessions. I'm going to meet with the individual or couple for an hour at a time, 6 times in 3 months. We're going to do that to dig into the why behind what they would like to do with their money, to really understand where they're coming from, what their short-term goals are, what their stresses are, what they want to do but maybe don't think they can do, and I'm going to push them to either individually or as a team work toward their goals that they set. Accountability is the key to all of this. I will often get asked, why doesn't someone just read a book and make some changes with that? Lots of good information out there, but I'm going to ask them in 2 weeks, hey, you said you would like to do this with your money. You said you would like to check on that. You said you would like to call this person about a new plan for a service. And then I'm going to ask, did you do it? And all the time I will get people saying, you know, we weren't going to do this, but last night we talked about that we would be meeting with you, so we did it because we knew you were going to ask us. And that accountability is what pushes them forward with their money. And it's just so exciting to see. It's just amazing. So it begins with a free 30-minute consultation. I'm going to talk with the individual or the couple, to listen to them, to take lots of notes, to hear what they're saying, to learn what are they emphasizing, what are they stressed about, what are they doing well, what are kind of the common themes that they are saying, and then the coaching is customized to their particular needs and goals. It's not just, hey, here's a program, take it or leave it. It is customized and detailed to what they're particularly wanting to achieve. So who do I work with? I'm looking for people who say these types of things. We make too much money to be broke. You ever heard anyone say this? Like, oh my goodness, what's going on? We make too much money to, on the last day of the month, be really frustrated and stressed. I can help people who say this. We're sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck. We are just frustrated. We just feel like we're on a hamster wheel. I'll hear that often. We're just going in circles and we don't know how to get out of that. We want to, but we're not even sure what to do. And then where does all my money go every month? The first of the month, it just seems like it's going to work out so well. We have an idea where we'd like our money to go, and then what happened? Oh my goodness, where did it go? We need to get a hold of this. We want to get a handle on it. How would we do that? I can help them with that. And here's just a recent success story. As coaching homework, the client was assigned to track just where their money was going. Just go through your transactions and find out where it was going, what was happening. Well, the client got so excited about this that they made changes on their own of that low-hanging fruit, and it was $1,300 a month. I didn't even say, cut this, cut that. I don't do that. I will talk about what their goals are. I will say prioritize. I will say keep things, reduce things, eliminate things. But on their own, because they got excited about it, because they got some things they're like, we don't need this, we don't use this, I don't want this, I don't need this. On their own, they had made this change just from that one assignment. So exciting to see. So then the other track, that's with individuals and couples. The other track I do is I offer financial coaching as a unique employee benefit. It's something they can offer, a company can offer to the employees to help support them, to help keep them, and to help attract good employees with something unique. This is nothing to do with investments. It's nothing to do with retirement plans. It's a service where I'm there to meet with their employees who want guidance, who are looking for guidance, who maybe bring that stress into the workplace because they haven't slept well that night. I'm there to help them. So who would I be looking for in that realm? Business owners and HR managers who say these type of things. We want to hire and keep good employees, great employees. I'm a service that they can offer that very few companies do, that is a differentiating service. They can say, yes, we have these benefits, we have these things. We also have an on-call financial coach that can serve you and your spouse with anything you would need with your personal finances. We want to offer something extra to support our employees. Have several companies I've worked with that just say, we want to offer something above and beyond because we really appreciate those 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. days that company employees are working. We really appreciate what our employees are doing. They're great. We want to offer something extra as an appreciation for them. And then we're looking to reduce our employee turnover costs. A recent presentation I attended, the presenter said that the employee turnover across all industries is $4,800 cost per employee lost. To replace that employee up to the spot where the employee who left, to find a person to get to that point, $4,800. If I can help them keep one person, my services are more than covered there. So that's kind of a summary of what I do. I was definitely interested in your feedback. One thing I'm really working hard on is finding those local business owners and HR managers who are able to make the decision to bring on an employee benefit. Just looking for any advice you had on finding local business owners who I might be a good fit for talking with about my on-call financial service. Yes.
I might ask Dan Cravens from Missouri Southern.
Yes.
I'm wondering if you ever reached out to any churches, and the reason I say that is a lot of times churches are having to help people that are in financial dire straits.
Okay.
And it kind of becomes kind of an ongoing cycle for a lot of religious communities to do that. And maybe this could be a service where you could contract with those churches to provide like a class or like, seminars and work with folks that are in that situation so they can help better manage their money. It might be a customer line thing. The other thing I'm wondering about too is, and maybe harder to do would be with like school districts, because I teach college kids and I got a lot of undergraduates at the School of Business, and they don't always know how to manage their money as well as we would hope they would. Right. And there might be an opportunity there for you to maybe offer your services and get kind of like an in and get kind of exposure, because I don't know how long you've been in business.
For 3 years.
3 years. So there's probably room to grow and
Definitely.
get your name out, and then you could probably share that with like a media release or something like that you're doing this. That would be a nice earned media opportunity where you get your name out, you're promoting education, you're educating youth. So just a couple suggestions.
Yeah, thank you.
I love it. It's great.
Thank you, and appreciate that. Those are great suggestions. Yeah, Jennifer.
Piggybacking off Dan, what about appealing to parents of college students?
Okay.
Do you want your college student to be better with financial planning and things like that, and maybe help them because they're obviously paying for most of what's going on, I'm sure.
Yes.
And so if I was a parent and I had a college student, I might be very interested in having them learn how to deal with their money.
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. So
same as what they were saying, like maybe even getting with the high schools, because I know when I was in higher education, we would go like on senior nights where we would help seniors file FAFSA and stuff like that. Maybe you could do something like that where you offer a presentation, but then also your services.
Okay.
Same with the schools, the colleges, a lot of student activities will do different events or seminars like at an evening at one of the dorms. Where again, you can present that information to them or get with some, there's a lot of grant programs like student support services where they're always looking in ways to again help their students, and you could get with them to do a presentation and then still provide a good helpful presentation, but then also offer your services for the students, maybe even at a discount or something like that. If you did like a group or even getting with sports teams. I know when I worked at a community college, we did a lot of things with like the basketball team, and they would all come to, our conference room and we would do a training on this because again, we're wanting to help them learn to manage money, especially with FAFSA, and if they're getting these grants or they're getting, their financial aid, that doesn't mean you have money just to go spend everything right when you get it. You need to manage it because it's supposed to help you get through the whole semester.
Right.
So things like that, working with a college might get you connected to.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
Thank you.
I know that a lot of colleges will do, again, days where they have the parent and the kid come to the college. Getting with the college to find out when those days are so you could provide a flyer and like, again, target that market. Like your kid's going to college next year. Let me help them get set up for the upcoming year.
Yeah.
I mean, they're coming up. Spring is here, so they're gonna start doing them probably in March. I know, Pitt State has theirs, LCC has theirs, I'm sure NSSU has theirs. Getting connected with that, where maybe you could put it in their take-home flyers, or because I know the parents, at least some colleges, the parents break off away from the children.
Right.
Getting in where the parent session is so that you can target that.
Thank you.
What's your fee structure for like I'm gonna say the family couple, right?
Yeah, the fee structure, the 3-month program is $897. That includes the 6 1-hour sessions. It includes a follow-up written report detailing the session and then the action steps for them to consider. And it also includes on-call service if they have just general questions between the sessions. I'm available for that as well.
Yeah, we do counseling, right? Marriage counseling, relationship counseling. And that's a great arena because it's one of the top 5 major issues in every relationship is money, right?
Yeah.
We come from 2 different worlds. We think differently. We process differently about money. And
Yes.
getting the couple on the same page is the key.
Yeah.
That also opens my mindset. We do premarital, send us save your marriage before it starts. And it's literally, we market it as a wedding gift. So, like what is the groom's family or the bride's family, here's a $1,200 package. We're gonna sit down with them and get them set up for success. Right? And financial is one of those avenues. So there's tons of counseling places around. Those could be some good markets to at least have cards at.
Yeah.
Because the counselor doesn't necessarily deal, with the financial part. We can deal with the emotions and the feelings and all of that, but they're gonna need some structure
Right.
and some help walking through that.
And I would change your business card to say financial counseling.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a great
Yes.
point. Because that's really a lot of what it is. It's 1 hour listening. It's 80% about the behaviors in the system and 20% about the actual numbers. It's just so exciting when people get that system they're excited about. They are just, you can see that. They are energized, they're seeing it work, and they're wanting to repeat it.
Maybe a thought is to get into some of these areas if you want to,
Right.
just come up with a simple, like a 1-hour Money 101 class.
Right.
That has basic concepts, but you can tweak it to kids or employees or whatever.
Yep.
But the point is offer that like to these companies, to the schools or
Okay.
whatever,
Yeah.
as, hey, this is something I do for free.
Right.
Because that gets you in the door.
Oh, for sure.
It gets you in front of them.
Yeah.
But
get
if you could do something like that,
Yeah.
that's simple, non-threatening, it's just, hey, this is something I do for education,
Yes.
and just, it's, money 101 or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Get-
that
get
might be
you
a
in
good
front
way
of
to
them.
get you in the door, some of those that you wouldn't normally be able to get into.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, do you have any analytics of, like, when you've gone in and you work with employees at a company, they've paid you to come in, and you showed that one savings, but I don't know whether it's savings or something where you say much, you know, they walk out after those sessions much happier because I don't have to raise their pay as an employee if you have helped me live within the means that I have and maybe think I am, you know, and I end up doing even better than what I thought I was.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm going with that?
I do.
mean, I don't have it in my head totally how you would do that, but to get in the door of a big, you know, Leggett Platt, where you've got a whole bunch of employees, and then they can say, you know, we're gonna have better retention because I can help those who are willing, you know, to do that, and I can see that where anytime you've got manufacturing or you've got a lot of employees who are all getting paid about the same rate.
Yes. Yeah.
But the data, the specific data.
Yes.
Yes,
Data that
it's
you
gonna be
can-
helpful, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. Because definitely have the practical stories. And I had one place I was at the other day. One of the companies I'm working with, the gentleman just gets up and says, "Hey, we just want you to know for employee benefits, this was the first benefit we wanted to keep for 2024 because our employees have reported it has been very helpful." And it has just helped them practically speaking, and I do need to get that in practical data points
Yeah, I was
beyond
gonna
this
say like
place.
a call center where we know the pay isn't great, but
Right.
you can live within it
Yes.
if you.
But if,
Yeah.
the company sees the benefit to them as
Yeah.
well as the benefit to the employees
Right.
in a number,
Okay.
you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Like whatever
Yeah.
that, you know, like
Yeah.
is this worth the investment of time and, you know,
Right.
energy and,
So potentially maybe I worked with, you know, X number of employees at Y company and all of them are still there a year later,
Yeah, that type of thing.
even.
Yeah.
Well, it could also go into just like they do with FPU, is that, hey, you know, this year I've worked with X number of employees and there's been $1.7 million of debt paid off.
Right.
And, you know, whatever, so on and so
Yeah.
forth, where you got some stats like that,
Right.
that
Yes.
speak.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I would also use some of these quotes, get permission, use them kind of like, on books, would say, this is the best book I've ever read.
Okay.
I could not put this
Yeah.
down, but it be pertaining to your business.
Okay.
This was the first benefit we wanted to keep.
Yeah.
You know, our employees love this thing,
Yes.
and just use those all
Okay.
the time in your marketing, and
Okay.
that, because
Yeah.
that will convince people, oh, maybe I do need this.
Yes.
All
Thank
these
you.
people needed it.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
that would be front and center, like
Okay.
on your website. It's the
Yeah.
first thing I see when I come.
And it's a company that you all know for sure. It's a company that people would know who it was. So.
Yeah, see if you can get permission to use that
Right.
information and
Yeah.
even the company name, you
Okay.
know, cause I've got a contact for you, I'd like
Right.
to give you a
Right. Yeah.
decent
This
sized
is a
company
testimonial.
to get in, to speak with.
Great.
But
Yeah.
gotta remember, you're not selling the employee, you're
Right.
selling the company at that point in time for your
That's right.
services.
Yeah. What does
They
the
don't
company
see the
get out of
benefit.
it? Yes.
They're not gonna waste their time because they
Right.
don't want to have to stop the employees and provide things for them, so forth and so on.
Right.
You know, just stay out there working.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
so,
You're
yes,
right.
so-
I've been focusing on what does the company get out of it.
That's
'Cause
right.
that's what I'm talking about. So.
Do you have testimonials on your website?
I do. I post actually this week on all my social media. I'm posting all the client wins, and then I have testimonials as well. But I definitely need to update that with the company testimonials, which I do not have. So.
I definitely like the college student route because I needed you whenever I was in college. And I was the first kid to go to college in my family. I didn't know what I was doing, and that FAFSA money got blown a lot of the times.
Sure.
So that's a good market for you. Felt that one on a personal level.
Yeah. Well, I needed you with some of the apartments I lived in.
I was gonna say, it's services for teenage rooms, I mean, remediation, cause that's like a biohazard.
Yeah, so, well, thank you so much, and we'll take that guidance and get to work, so thank you.